Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of the Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, Gary the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about what leftist NPCs, Pendulum Swings, and Lawfare, specifically, how they can go both ways. And that you actually are going to have a sweeping shift very soon in this country, is what it'll be. So, for those wondering what I'm going to talk about in this episode, basically, it's the breakdown here is essentially you have a bunch of idiot leftists out there, a bunch of NPC types, stuff like that, the brain dead retarded morons of our society, the Antifa types, the BLM types, etc. there, who are basically all happy as a pig in shit that Alex Jones is getting fucked over and that InfoWars is going to be sold off and stuff like that. Yet what they don't understand is that they're going to be on the opposite side of that pendulum swing when the pendulum does swing is what it is. And that's the issue right now. And there's actually an interesting video going around, too, of some dude who is obviously a leftist type of guy who has, like, some weird little, it's like almost like a Tetris tattoo on his arm or something like that of, like, different blocks and shit. And people are all calling on the feds to go out there and basically bust his ass for, like, essentially, it's like indirect threats is what it is. Because, and by the way, it is different from what happened to me 5 years ago. Because with that one, I obviously was, doing a what-if scenario. It's like, what if X leads to Z kind of thing is what it is there. Versus what this guy was saying is, like, indirect threats towards Trump supporters to Americans as a whole is what it is there. And the video he was throwing out there was basically if Trump starts doing stuff, whatever the case being, goes like the whole leftist mantra of, like, thinking their rights are already being taken away and stuff like that. Yet, the funny thing about it is none of the cards can actually talk about one right that's been taken away at all, and if it is, it's all a bunch of leftist shit that's been done to them. That's what it is there, though. Because truth being told, like, they still have Bill of Rights, legal constitutional rights in this country. They also have, the right to leave this fucking country if they want to leave this fucking country. And truthfully, a bunch of them should kick the fuck out of this country at this point, honestly. Be told to get the fuck out and leave the shit at the door, basically, is what it is. So, anyway. But, yeah, this one chick here on X, and this is my response to her dumbass after the whole thing. She said, and I also looked at her comment section, too. It was basically a bunch of other idiots, sort of like pulling the whole party line thing at that point, like the whole, like, towing the thing and being like, oh, yeah, it should happen a long time ago to Jones and everything else like that and stuff like that. But yeah, her dumbass was saying, who's cheering that Alex Jones InfoWars is getting shut down? I know I am. And my response was, never forget, you leftist fuck. The pendulum will be swinging very soon. It'll be your ass that gets the censorship hit then. Cheer now while you can, because you won't be cheering at all very soon. So, that's the truth of the matter, dude. Like, I actually forgot to put very in there. I just said all soon. But yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, they're the stupidest people ever is what it is, dude. Because they're the kind of people in our society, which, by the way, in that chick's case, her bio says it all, honestly, dude. First of all, she's from St. Louis. I'm guessing Cory Bush's district, actually, on that one. And yeah, her thing was Cardinals fan, Democrat, LGBTQ, bi, Gen X, mental health, potty mouth, BLM, and a bunch of bullshit there is what it is. Yeah, it's all retarded bullshit is what it is, dude. Like, they're a bunch of morons is what it is, honestly. And the problem is these are the same morons that have voting rights in our country when they really shouldn't, honestly. They're the same people that are doing Antifa terrorism in the past 4 to 5 years now. They're the same people that are doing BLM terrorism in the past 4 to 5 years now. They're the same people that have been, anti-Trump since basically day number one, not even giving the guy a chance. They are the ones who are the violent leftists, honestly. They're the ones who are the agent provocateurs in this country for the most part. They're the literal modern-day Bolsheviks, modern-day, Nazi youth brigade, etc. there. The brown shirts, all the people like that's what it is there. They're the people that brought on the Holodomor under fucking Stalin's regime. They were the Khmer Rouge and the Pol Pot regime, etc. there, dude. Like, they're the idiot, moronic youth of our society is what it is there. And the worst thing is, they're going to be the ones that unfortunately will end a civil war in this country, or if not a civil war, probably World War III at some point. And, you know, the funny thing about it is when you look throughout history, world history specifically in this, you know, on this earth, you can see every single time that one of these events has happened, whether it be, you know, the rise of a dictator like Hitler or Stalin or Mao or Pol Pot or Che Guevara, whatever the case be, dude, it always ends with the people that help them rise to power are the first ones that get put against the fucking wall and get shot in the head, honestly, and get thrown in a big-ass mass grave as what it is then. And that's the problem. It's these fucking idiots that don't think it's going to happen to them is what it is, dude. And 100% it will, honestly. Like, they will find somebody out there, potentially, to create some, you know, retarded-ass regime or whatever the case be. And they're going to be the first ones that get put down is what it is, dude. And then it's like, who's laughing now, dumbass? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not going to laugh at all then because you're going to be in a fucking big-ass grave with somebody else is what it is then. Or a bunch of other people for that matter, actually. So, it's just sad, man. It really is. And the fact of the matter is that they think they're going to win is what it is, dude. They think they're going to win anything is what it is. They think they're going to do all this lawfare bullshit. And it's like, dude, that works both ways. Like, we could sue the fuck out of all y'all right now, dude. In fact, what really pisses me off is people like Kyle Rittenhouse not suing the shit out of every mainstream media outlet in this country because he should have done it already is what it is, dude. Like years ago when they fucking slandered his ass is what it is. And then you have other things going on too for that matter, like the InfoWars thing, here's what it is then. So, oh, also for those that haven't heard, I guess Julian Assange cut a deal to basically plead guilty to like one count of some like felony or whatever the case be. He's going to potentially serve like 5 years, and I think it's either a British prison cell or a UK prison cell, one of the two. And then as of a couple hours ago, he apparently, the private plane that he was on was spotted landing in Thailand. So I don't know if Thailand's a non-extradition country or not, but like, I mean, Assange would be smart if he went to non-extradition country at this point, honestly, dude, because I can tell you right now, bro, there is no way that that guy survives 5 years in any kind of prison system overseas right now. Mostly because a lot of those prison systems right now, Tommy Robinson can tell you that firsthand, honestly, are run by Islamic terrorism. And I know Robinson himself, he was in there for, I can't remember if it was like 6 months or a year. And almost the entire time that he was in there, he was basically in solitary confinement because as soon as he got let out of solitary confinement, he was then put back in the Gen Pop with all these Islamic terrorists is what it was there. And they were trying to target and kill him is what it is then. And so he basically, you know, as soon as he got back out, he essentially like started fighting another one of them real quick. And then got thrown right back into solitary is what it was then, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't disagree with that honestly, dude. That's how you guys survive. That's how you guys survive, bro. But yeah, I don't see Assange being able to pull that off for 5 years, dude. I just don't. And really, truthfully, like what he did, it's bullshit, dude. It's the same thing with Edward Snowden having to flee to Russia and stuff years ago. These men did nothing wrong. They literally exposed the fucking corrupt ass U.S. government, the fucking deep state agenda that's been going on for decades in this country. And instead of actually being hailed as heroes and have medals pinned to their fucking chests at that point, no, they get fucking railroaded. They have to be fucking, you know, have some bullshit extradition crap and stuff like that. And it's a bunch of crap is what it is, dude. So, yeah, it's very irritating in general. So, yeah, I definitely see Assange. I don't see him going that way. I think he's definitely going to be trying to find a non-extradition country to go to. Hell, he might flee to Russia, honestly, at some point here, depending. So, Jesus Christ. I'm going to go to Brightbear for a minute here as well. Because we're going to do this a little bit longer now. I was going to think about it. Because I basically already got over the whole, like the first 5 to 7 minutes here is already me sort of blowing my load about the left is what it is there, dude. Because that's the truth of the matter. They don't understand it, dude. They don't get it. They don't understand how lawfare works both ways. They don't understand pendulum swings happening and stuff. And yeah, it's like while they can sit there and cheer and fucking be all, you know, woohoo, this fucking person I don't like is getting censored now. It's like, dude, it's only a matter of time before your dumbass gets censored permanently, honestly, in many cases. You know, whether it be they try to impersonate you, 1984 style, or whether it be, you know, something happens where it is like a civil war and these people will just, you know, whatever then. Or like I said before, they actually get their wish and rise a dictator into power. That's what it is then. So, but anyway. Yeah, you got Dickhead Biden says a vote for Trump is a vote for a national abortion ban. Well, I guess I'm voting for Trump then, because I'm sure not going to let your pedophile fucking be murdering ass remain in power, you piece of shit cheater. That guy is such a fucking dunce, by the way, Biden. He's also a known child molester many, many times over. He's also a racist piece of shit. There's that video that still goes around about every so often about him in the 80s, and I think it's the 80s actually, in the U.S. Senate, reading off a piece of paper and basically talking about N-word big shots and N-word mayors and stuff like that. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. So, yeah, obviously the verdict on that was false. So the problem I've seen a lot too recently, because I was actually calling out a couple people that are running for Congress right now in Ohio that are trying to unseat Republicans currently in power. It's a bunch of Democrats and stuff. And they're all like, oh, it's reproductive rights. You have no right to kill a kid in the womb, asshole. Like, literally, by the fucking textbook definition of the preamble to the Bill of Rights, something you'd swear in elected office to. When you actually get in office, you swear on the fucking, asses. It talks about life, liberty, property in that, you idiots. So you're immediately oath breaking before you even get in office is what it is there. That's what it is actually. So, which is exactly what I've said many times. We need a 20th Amendment to the Constitution at this point. That would be both auto DQs from office and auto DQs from running for office, for that matter. And if you're going to be running on, pro-baby murder fucking legislation or pro-baby murder fucking platforms and stuff like that, murder platforms where you're trying to, be a tyrant sack of shit so people's gun rights, like, no, you're done, dude. You're fucking out of the race entirely. Go fuck yourself. So, we got, will AI kill jobs? Yeah, pretty sure it will. So, anyway, we got call to action, parents of American hostage, release abduction video. Got election worker in Maricopa County arrested for theft of keys from election center. Interesting. Got controversial White House official Taylor Cherry hates Israel. This is the guy who's supposed to be the gay to yeah, okay, that's what I thought, that fucking guy. So, see, we got Pelosi claims really sad that people fall for Trump's sick rhetoric. Says the fucking worthless ass old cunt who quite legitimately has gone out and done all kinds of treasonous shit, including fucking giving a fuck ton of money to this asshole over here in Ukraine. Many people don't want. So, yeah, Pelosi honestly should be sitting in a prison cell right now, awaiting many things, including the death penalty right now for high treason. Same thing with Chuck Schumer, same thing with all of them, dude, honestly. So, we got prosecutors, illegal alien, beat, raped, strangled Rachel Morin to death. That's the one woman there. This guy looks like a fucking piece of crap. That's what I don't understand about these fucking illegals that are killing these American citizens, dude. Like, why the fuck are they still alive at this point, dude? Like, why are we wasting taxpayer money to feed these assholes 3 hots and give them a cot and allow them to fucking get a free fair trial and stuff like that when they didn't give that to the other people that they killed, Like, it should be instant death penalty at that point, truthfully. Like, the same thing with those pieces of shit in Texas that killed that little girl there. Like, those guys should already be given a fucking dirt nap at this point. And save the taxpayers a fuck ton of money is what it is, dude. Yeah, this girl here, Jacqueline Negri, or how's his name? What was that? Nungary, that's how you pronounce it, I think. I'm mistaken. Yeah, murder revealed. Judge has bond at $10 million for one piece of shit murderer. It's a pair of Venezuelan illegals who murdered Houston 12-year-old Jacqueline, lured the girl under a bridge, stripped off her clothes, and assaulted her for 2 hours before killing her. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's so sad, dude. That is probably the saddest thing of all. So on this poll right here, I'm going to have to say no because I'm side with either side, dude. Like, fuck Israel and Palestine for that matter. We shouldn't be giving money to anybody at this point. So, anyway. Or weapons or anything else for that matter. So, then you got piece of shit Pelosi also claiming SCOTUS has gone rogue, says the woman who is the biggest rogue sack of shit ever. Oh, then we got old fuckhead Maxine Waters, who had been brought up on charges a long fucking time ago for her continued rhetoric of basically calling for American citizens, assaults and deaths and stuff like that. Claims if Trump wins in November, there will be violence, more killings. Like, bitch, just shut the fuck up, you James Brown wannabe. Like, for real, man. This woman, Maxine Waters, should have been literally arrested about 4 or 5 times over at this point for literally inciting violence against American people, dude. Whether it be the gasoline station bullshit, whether it be the fucking, the one after, I'm trying to think of that one idiot's name is now. The one where the female cop was yelling taser, 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 and then pulled her gun and shot the guy. Like, she was at that fucking dude's memorial thing, whatever it was there, and like calling for violence then again. And there was like a 3rd or 4th time, too, for that matter, that she did as well in the last couple of years. And it's like, yeah, how the fuck are you still a sitting congresswoman? 1. And then 2, obviously for that one. And then 2, why the fuck is she still a sitting congresswoman anyway when she's in her congressional district that she represents, dude? Neither does Pelosi, by the way. Pelosi and Waters, they live outside of congressional districts they represent in this country. Maxine Waters' congressional district is basically downtown Compton, which she does not live in. Nancy Pelosi's is some part of San Francisco, which she does not live in. Like, why the fuck are these old-ass piece of shit fucking Democrat cunts still allowed to hold power in this country, dude? They should be thrown out of office on the spot right now and charged with a fuck ton of fucking felonies relating from everything from high treason to insider trading to literally calls for violence against American people, et cetera, dude. Inciting violence, inciting riots, etc. there. So, in a just world, that would happen, but unfortunately, we don't live in a just world is what it is right now. And of course, you got stupid cunt Joy Reid claiming rich people kissing Trump's ring don't care about democracy. We're not a fucking democracy, you stupid fucking cunt. We are a constitutional republic, you dumb bitch. But of course, your black supremacist ass wouldn't know that from a fucking hole in the ground because you're a fucking retard, Joy Reid. Go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. Fucking idiot. So, anyway. Let's see. We got cliffhanger Virginia race between Good and Trump-backed challenger. Too close to call. Yeah, bullshit it is. Somebody's fucking cheating their ass off in that one. Probably Democrats, I guess, my guess. We got this one. Consumer data privacy threatened by Senators Dick Durbin and Idiot Marshall. Because, of course, it has been. It's always been that way, dude. We got former Obama and Trump doctor demands Biden submit to drug test before the presidential debate. I don't disagree with it, dude, because he's going to be jacked up on all kinds of fucking amphetamines and stuff like that to look anything near cognizant that night. Because he is not he has no cognition at all at this point, dude. Sorry, my mind's kind of. I'm not too long out of sleeping, so. See, then we got dipshit Schwarzenegger, climate change rant, have to save our children. Well, then why don't you shut the fuck up about climate change, everybody? Why don't you give up your entire fortune then, Arnold, to, I don't know, make a drive so that kids will actually recycle? You know, I mean, for fuck's sakes, dude, I've been recycling my entire life. My mom instilled that to me like 30-something years ago when I was a small child. And I've done more to actually save this planet than this fucking idiot has, honestly, ever. You got dipshit Schwarzenegger driving around fucking electric vehicles and stuff like that literally have to have little kids in African nations mine their fucking cobalt for them, where you have cave-ins all the time, and the kids get killed and the adults get killed that are doing that stuff too, for that matter, because of those cave-ins. Then you also have, not to mention for the fact you have the electric charging stations that are run on diesel generators, which nobody ever talks about because they're internally in there, so you can't hear them fucking running all the time. And then you also have everything else that's used to make that crap that's not fucking, you know, environmental friendly. So yeah, Schwarzenegger's done more to hurt this planet in buying an electric vehicle, 1, and then 2, jet setting everywhere over the decades of his fucking worthless ass life than any of American citizens have ever done, dude. And by the way, this fucking guy, Schwarzenegger, he literally, when he came over to America, like back in, I think it was like the 70s or so, give or take, before he got famous stuff, that's when he was bodybuilder and stuff like that, he was bragging all the time when he came over here about how his father was a fucking Nazi SS officer in Hitler's army. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? And then you're going to sit there and act like you give a shit about America? Like, dude, you were the worst governor California ever had because you ran that fucking place into the ground to the point where there's never going to be another Republican ever winning the governorship there. even though your ass was a piece of shit fucking fake-ass rhino, is what it was. Like, had it not been for Schwarzenegger's regime there in California as governorship, you would not have jungle primaries in California right now, dude, because it was this fucking idiot that put into place there, and that's why Democrats have won every single fucking time since then. It's why you've had Jerry Brown in power for like 8 years, with Newsom basically pulling his strings that entire time as lieutenant governor, and now you got Newsom in power for the last fucking 6 years or so. And then it's going to be somebody even worse than probably after Newsom is kicked out then. So, and then of course you got this one. Senate Democrats put draft women clause in the NDAA, because of course they did, dude. Because they want to kill all of our children is what it is, dude. They want to murder all of our fucking kids, dude. So here's the problem with this poll question here. Is Kamala Harris the worst VP in history? The answer to that is no. And you know why the answer to that is no? Because she's not fucking vice president. She's a fucking cheater that needs to have an asterisk next to her name. And that's the entire point. Same thing with Biden, dude. He's not the worst president in American history because he's a fucking cheating sack of shit. They're not legally holding power, people. Wake the fuck up. It's time to remove their asses from office, period. End the fucking story. I do find it very interesting, too, by the way, when they're showing this set of people here and stuff, how there is no mag in the magwell of this gun that this girl's holding here. So it's obviously like a photo op photo is what it is there. Yeah, so some Democrats have added a provision to a yearly defense bill. By the way, the National Defense Authorization Act exists in this country because it's the exact same bill that's been put in place since the Patriot Act was created, and allows for indefinite detention of American citizens in random black ops sites all across this country right now. And I can tell you right now, as someone who has looked into this shit heavily, yeah, there's a whole bunch of American citizens right now literally being black bagged in the middle of the night and dragged out of their homes with no trial, no jury, no fucking constitutional rights at all, and definitely detained in these fucking random ass black ops sites across our country right now, dude. And for those who wonder where some of those sites are, actually, there was an interesting one a few years back now where it was people doing like Fitbits and stuff like that on their wrists to count steps and stuff like that. And you actually glitch in the system, as they claimed, which I really think was an actual hack attack at the time by who knows who it was, honestly. It could have been some group here in America. It could have been some fucking Russian hack. It could have been some Chinese hackers. Who the hell knows? But anyway, when that Fitbit system was hacked, most likely, you had a whole bunch of random things just start popping up everywhere in like random areas across the country. People were like, what the hell is this? And then people started realizing they're like, oh, there are sites across our country right now, dude, that are run by various feds and stuff, like random federal agencies and stuff like that is what it is. Whether it be the CIA, DIA, FBI, DOJ, etc. So, yeah, and I think there was at least a few thousand, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, yeah, so it's yearly bill known as National Defense Authorization Act. Authorizes the fiscal year budget for the Pentagon. Also authorizes policies and programs to the Pentagon. The House and Senate each pass a version that gets meshed together into one. So this year, Democrats who control Senate and the committee drafting the defense bill included a provision in their version that would require women to register for the draft according to the bill. So literally fucking, what is that called now? Forced conscription, pretty much is what it is. Because, yeah, most people don't want to register for draft, dude. Men or women, for that matter. Like, why the fuck would we at this point? When you are literally just going to send our sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, etc., grandchildren, all that stuff, over to die in your fucking bullshit war in Ukraine, dude. Fuck that. No, fight your own goddamn war, you fucking pieces of shit. In fact, I would say every single person that put their name to that fucking piece of crap version, dude, and the Democrats there, need to be the first ones on the front lines at this point, honestly, dude. It's like, put your fucking money where your mouths are, assholes, and sign up yourselves. Get fucked, cunts. Anyway. Since top Republican on the Senate Armed Service Committee, Roger Wicker, said he will try to strip out the bill. Said, I hope it will fall out either on the floor or in conference. All of it should, dude. Not only the women part of it, but also the men part of it, for that matter. Like, nobody should be forced to fucking sign for a draft at this point, dumbass. Anyway, it says committee chairman Senator Jack Reed, Democrat from Rhode Island, an Army veteran, who I'm guessing probably never saw combat actually, told CNN he could not understand why the issue is a sore point. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Really, buddy? Really? You don't understand why it's a sore point that you're trying to send our sons and daughters over to die for your fucking fake ass piece of shit war, you fucking scumbag cunt? This dude is 74 years old, for God's sakes, man. Why the fuck is he still in power at this point, honestly, dude? Again, stop letting geriatrics control our fucking destiny, people. Kick this fucking cunt out of office this year, honestly. Where the fuck is up for re-election then? Yeah, he's been a senator since 1997, for God's sake. He should have been thrown out like 10 fucking years ago at least, dude. And he was also a congressman from 91 to 97 then. This asshole's been in power for fucking 31 years, or 33 years, people. Almost the majority of my fucking life, honestly, for God's sakes. I was born, he's been a fucking congressman / senator since I was 6 years old, for God's sakes. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? It's ridiculous. Anyway, fuckstick Jack Reed said, we have had amendments that would require women to register, and we can't get any real traction on either side. No shit, Sherlock. So we're going to try to do it. It makes sense. The military now is a mixed force. No, it doesn't make sense, you fucking idiot. It doesn't make sense to have people go fight your fucking wars for you, asshole. If you want to fucking go fight a war, buddy, take your fucking bitch ass full kit over to Ukraine, dude, on the fucking front lines, and be an active military fucking general or something like that, dude. Be the guy who actually leads people into battle, not the fucking demonic piece of shit you are there, Jack Reed, who sends a bunch of other people's sons and daughters to go die for your fucking bullshit backup country, you fucking cunt. Fucking asshole. I'm so fucking sick and tired of these Democrats, dude. I really am. Anyway, Roger Wicker said back in 2021 when he fought against the idea, said, I applaud the women who volunteer to serve in the military and who sacrifice every day of for our country's freedom, but to compel their service by law is wrong. Same thing with men, dude. It's across the board. It's fucking wrong to compel anybody, dude, to go fight your fucking bullshit war for you. That's the thing. If you have people that want to go volunteer to go be in your services and stuff like that, that's fine, dude. But, like, don't be trying to fucking force conscript people into your fucking bullshit-ass wars for resources, especially when it's the most corrupt-ass country right now, being Ukraine. There's nothing more than a fucking backup country for Biden and other fucking elitists in our U.S. Senate and U.S. Congress that want to jump over there when they fucking destroy this nation is what it is, dude. Fuck that shit. That's the only reason they keep fucking funding money to that fucking place, dude, is because they want to have a backup country to go to where they can live out their fucking final days is what it is then. Anyway, continuing on with Wicker's statement for 2021, said, I, along with millions of other Americans, cannot support the idea of our daughters and granddaughters being forced to fight in our next military conflict against their will. How is it not the same with sons then, dude? Sons and grandsons. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit, dude. Anyway, we got Republican Sam Brown, who's running for U.S. Senate seat in Nevada against incumbent Jackie Rosen, who's also a fucking sack of shit cunt, by the way. Rosen is probably the biggest fucking scumbag piece of shit woman there right now, dude. Like, this woman is demonically evil, dude. You can see in her fucking eyes, by the way. But yeah, the Sam Brown guys has hammered Rosen for voting in favor of the provision. It said Brown, an Army veteran who was wounded in Afghanistan, said in a video posted on X, "Look at my face." This is the okay. Here we go. Oh my god, bro! Holy shit!
Unbelievable! You won't believe the news I just got. Look at my face. This is the high cost of war, and I just found out that Jackie Rosen voted this week to make signing up for the draft mandatory for our daughters. You'll be hearing more from me on this, but this is an unbelievable and unacceptable way for our senators to be voting right now. Your policies and the policies of this administration have left a severe deficiency in our recruiting of a volunteer army.
Mm-hmm.
I volunteered to serve. My wife volunteered to serve. I honor all those who volunteer to serve. But this is absurd. This is unacceptable. Our daughters will not be forced into a draft. You should be ashamed of yourself, Jackie Rosen. You'll hear more from me on this later. America, Nevada, voting in November counts. Not just for us, but literally for our daughters.
And see, this is kind of the problem I have with the whole thing. It's like, okay, you're talking about your daughters, but apparently don't give a shit about your sons, who are also being forced in this bullshit conscription, dude. It's like, dude, nobody wants to go over and fight in some fucking bullshit war for some fucking fake-ass terrorist regime right now, which is what Biden and company are at this point, dude. It's a bunch of shit entirely, man. And the fact that you have them keep trying to will us back into war, where you had, like, that's the one thing, right? Look at the 4 years that Trump was actually legally in office, dude. We had 0 new wars. We had 0 new conflicts overseas. You literally had peace deals in the fucking Middle East happening. You almost had world peace, for God's sakes. And it's like, in less than 3 years now, you have had the complete opposite shift. You've had the fucking war machine kick back up. You've had these assholes want forever wars again. Them try to push us back into a bunch of conflicts we want nothing to fucking do with at all. And it's just a precipice of disaster right now is what it is, dude. We are a precipice of a mix of a civil war and the fucking Third World War going on at the same exact time. And it is a scary fucking thought to think about, bro. And this is what I'm saying, dude. If people really think that American citizens, whether it be the fathers, the mothers, etc., of these fucking kids, are just going to sit back, or even like grandparents for that matter, or aunts or uncles are going to just sit back and do nothing while our fucking family is shipped off for your fucking bullshit wars, like, hell no, bro. You know, I know Honda said it like, it's trying to do like peacefully, basically, of like, you know, like just tell them you're like not going to fight, basically, and be conscious objector and stuff like that, which could work maybe. I doubt it though. I think what's going to work a lot better and what's going to actually happen in the long run here is going to be, you're going to see a lot of shit happen where it's just going to be people like, no, you're not drafting my son or daughter into your fucking war, dude. Go fuck yourself. And it's going to be literally everybody across the board saying the same exact thing and being like, we're not, it's going to be a bunch of these young, you know, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, etc., being like, we're not going to go fight in your fucking wars. And that in of itself might actually kick off a civil war in this country then. So, but who knows, man. Anyway, interestingly enough, we got Argentina news. Argentina logs first week with no inflation in food prices for 30 years. That's crazy, dude. And that's happens when you actually put a good leader into place, being that Javier Milei guy. It's the first time in 30 years Argentina expected a 0% increase in the inflation rates of food and drinks during the third week of June. President Javier Milei confirmed on Monday morning. So, a study published on Sunday by, not sure how to pronounce that word actually, because it's a mix of like English and Spanish. So the private Argentine consulting firm first reported the no inflation week in its study. That firm analyzed 8,000 prices in local online supermarkets and found no change when compared to the preceding week. So it's something that has not happened in Argentina in 3 decades, which is fucking crazy, by the way. And again, shows the corruption in Argentina. That is what it is. So in addition to the lack of variation of prices in 1 week, the study found that the prices of food and drinks only expected to increase of 0.1% in the past 15 days. It says Argentine president, who is currently in Prague, confirmed the study's findings on Monday morning in a telephone interview held by Argentina's radio something or other, celebrating the news as a result of his economic policies. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. When you're literally running on a platform there like this guy was, where you're like, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all this bullshit corruption in my country, and then he wins on that, and then he starts doing that stuff immediately, and it obviously results almost immediately. Like, you know, it's hard to say it's not a good fucking thing, honestly, at that point, dude. Like, people got what they voted for in that situation, quite literally. So, yeah, let me guess, this abortion on ballots in these states in November is probably the same bullshit they tried to push here last year that's completely unconstitutional. So let me fight in the courts. Here's what it is, dude. Which is abortion on demand to moment of birth. So, yeah, so left-wing activists in at least 11 states have launched efforts to place abortion on ballot in November and proposed constitutional amendments that officially qualified for the ballots in 5 of these states. This is what I understand, by the way, whether it be here in Ohio, whether it be any other state in this country right now. How are you going to legally be allowed to put something like that on the ballot when you're literally killing kids in the womb, dude? Like, that's what abortion is, dude. It's literally child murder in the womb. You are executing a child in a womb. In most cases, when doctors talk about it, they're talking about literally putting fucking forceps into a chick's puss and then yanking out pieces of a fucking kid one at a time, dude. It's absolute fucking insane, man. And of course, yesterday was the second anniversary of the Dobbs decision. And of course, you had a bunch of retarded leftists go out there and try to make a bunch of fucking stink about it and being like, and this is why we need to fight for fucking women's reproductive rights. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking worthless ass cunts. There's this pro-abortion organizations activists have stealthily turned to ballot measures in hopes of shoring up the growing abortion complex and this shift from federal to state power. It says ballot measures, which should be unconstitutional itself, by the way, are particularly effective in offensive weapons because they are basically irreversible. Bullshit, they fucking are. They can be fought in the courts, dude, seriously. So change the state constitution, take precedence over laws passed by state legislators and can only be overturned by another ballot measure. Which, by the way, I do plan on doing that pretty soon here in Ohio because the BS that they pass as abortion on demand should not fucking stand at all, dude. It is a complete attack on Ohio's rights. It is a complete attack on our First Amendment of our Constitution. It is not only that, but it is also the preamble to the Ohio Constitution, which, again, is life, liberty, property, people. And you can't have property or liberty without having life. It's as simple as that, really. Anyway. Continues on here and says, measures are typically propped up by left-wing organizations and affiliates with deep pockets like Planned Parenthood and the ACLU, out-of-state dark money groups and billionaires with eugenics leanings over oftentimes outspending pro-life organizations by double or triple. Yeah, this is what happened here, by the way, last year. It was Michael Bloomberg, and it was fucking George Soros, who's not even an American citizen, by the way. And it's like, how the hell are you going to allow literally out-of-country money into a state ballot initiative, dude? Like, that alone should have seen that piece of fucking shit known as issue 1 kick the fuck off the ballot right there and there, dude, because it was fucking Soros funded. Not only that, but it was also Soros and Bloomberg funded to fight against the actual issue 1 that was our August election last year, which would have literally made us a 60% threshold state to pass this stuff. And I want to point something out, is that bullshit ballot initiative that was for abortion on demand only passed by like 55% of the fucking voters, something like that, dude. And then most of the ones were first-time retard fucking female voters that just turned 18 a year ago is what it was. And have been indoctrinated for fucking 10 years of their lives in the school systems into BLM and Antifa bullshit of, oh, they're coming after your bodies, oh, da, da, da. Like all fucking kinds of fear-mongering by these fucking asshole indoctrinators calling themselves teachers in the state. So, anyway. Says every pro-abortion related measures since the fall of Roe has been successful during 2022 special elections. Kansas rejected a ballot measure that would have established the state constitution does not include a right to abortion during the 2022 midterms. California, Michigan, Vermont codified abortion in their constitution same time. Whereas Montana rejected a ballot that would have given rights to babies born alive in botched abortions, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. Voters in Kentucky also rejected a measure similar to the one in Kansas. Said last year Ohioans voted to codify the BSSU one. We did not vote for that crap, dude. Again, I voted against that shit. So did my mother at the time when she was still alive. So did a bunch of other people. What happened was you had a bunch of fucking piece of shit. Like, by the way, this was the only time, literally the only fucking time that these cunts could have got this through in our state right now, dude, was last year in an off-year election cycle where nobody fucking came out to the ballot, basically, except for a bunch of douchebag Democrats who wanted to push this crap in the law, dude, is what it is. That alone is why it should be null and void, too, by the way, because you have over 8 million people in the state of Ohio that can legally vote, and you had less than 4 million of them vote in that fucking election, dude. It was like 3 million some change, honestly, is what it was there. So, yeah, it was a low-ass voter turnout, and you had them win by like a few 100,000 in fucking various-ass major cities all vote fucking Democrat, dude. That's who actually voted for it. That's fine, dude. If you want to kill your own in the fucking womb, dude, in a major city in this state, fine, go fuck yourself. Go do that. But you're not fucking allowing it to kill my fucking kids and my fucking future children and stuff like that, assholes. So go fuck yourself, you fucking dicks. I'll see your asses in fucking court pretty soon, you fucking cunts. Anyway, so state-by-state Republicans have been working in many states to protect the unborn, while Democrats have expanded abortion nationwide via shield laws, telehealth, and tens of millions of dollars spent establishing their states as abortion havens. So last year saw the highest number of the rate of abortions, being baby murders, obviously, measured in the United States. There were an estimated 1,026,690 unborn babies killed in abortions in the formal U.S. healthcare system, in a rate of 15.7 baby murders per 1,000 women of reproductive age, according to the report of the pro-abortion Get Mature Institute. So the number is a 10% increase in child murder since 2020, which is fucking insane, by the way. And then people wonder why we're importing the fucking third world into this first world nation, dude. It's because of this shit right here. You have 1 million fucking kids killed last year through fucking child murder in the womb, dude. That is 1 million kids who 18 years from now could be a fucking workforce in this country. It's fucking insane to me, dude. And it's been going on for 50 years now is what it is, bro. Like, this year is the last year, actually, was the 50th anniversary of Roe versus Wade. So it's 51 years now this shit's been going on for now, dude. It's disgusting. It says, while child murder activists and Democrats wage their state-level campaigns, piece of shit Biden has made child murder in the womb and restoring the federal right to child murder in the womb the centerpiece of his re-election campaign, which didn't win the first time around, by the way, so I could be reelected again, dude. As a stark contrast to former President Trump's position that individual states should take their own abortion laws on place. There's what it is. It says Biden's intense focus on abortion is not unexpected, given that one in four Democrats are single-issue voters on child murder in the womb, and that the majority of independents identify as, quote, pro-choice, aka pro-murder voters. So focus on child murder in the womb and painting Republicans as dangerous to women also seems to like a ploy to distract from Americans' top concerns under Biden's BS regime. So the failing economy and the border, which is essentially open, and potentially drive voters turnout to boost Democrats and other highly contentious elections. Says abortion groups are already spending big and working closely with Democrats to set policy demands that should the party successfully capitalize on the issue and clench control of Congress or presidency in the future there. It's fucking disgusting, dude. So let's see, we got Colorado, Florida, South Dakota, Maryland, and New York are officially on the ballot. In the works is Arizona, Arkansas, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada. Okay, so that's at 11 then. So yeah, so the ones that are on the ballot right now would be Colorado, Florida, South Dakota, Maryland, and New York. Surprised. How is New York not already on that list anyway, dude? Because literally they've already put in place through their General Assembly about abortion on demand from birth anyway now. So it's like, why the hell are they trying to pass it into their fucking state constitution right now then, dude? When it's already been doing for decades there. Like, that one makes no sense to me at all right now, dude, honestly. So anyway. And like I said, it's Arizona, Arkansas, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, and Nevada are the other 6 that they're trying to work on getting on that crap then. Get a little pissing or something crawling on my neck there. So anyway. It's absolutely fucking disgusting is what it is, dude. Yeah, let's see. We got Colorado Democrat Secretary of State Jenna Griswold, who is one of the biggest fucking cunts in this country and was trying to keep Trump off the ballot last year. That alone should have seen her thrown out of office, by the way. This piece of shit right here is what it is, dude. Which, by the way, if you ever look at these chicks, honestly, they're like the Secretary of States of these states that are Democrats, dude. They are fucking demonically evil, dude. Like, you just see that fucking deadness in their eyes, dude. Like, for real. Like, there was just pure demonic evil in those eyes, dude. You had that piece of shit issue a notice in May approving an abortion measure to appear on 2024 ballot. Proposed murder measure put forward by a group called Coloradans for Protecting Reproductive Freedom. I guarantee this is tied to the same one that was here in Ohio about a year ago now. And it's all fucking Soros and Bloomberg paid shit, is what it is. So it ultimately enshrine the right to unlimited abortion in the state constitution and would also override 1984 measure that prohibits health insurance from covering child murder in the womb for public employees and those with public insurance. It's fucking disgusting, dude. Which is even more fucked up because abortion is already currently legal in Colorado throughout pregnancy, moment of birth, honestly. So yeah, they're just like doubling down at basically what it is there in that state, dude. It's so fucked up, man. Then we got Florida trying to do it there, South Dakota trying to do it there, so forth and so on. It's just fucking disgusting, dude. Yeah, and even like Maryland. Maryland's already like hardcore Democrat, and there's already no limit on abortion in Maryland, dude. So again, it's just fucking doubling down on stupidity is what it is there. And this is why we're going to go to war pretty soon in this country, dude, because of shit like this. It's just a bunch of fucking scumbags, dude. Actually, this picture on the side right here is perfect. Because you got cunt 1, cunt 2, and cunt 3. Actually, cunt 4, number be Taylor Swift there. All 4 of these fucking bitches support abortion on demand, dude. So, yeah, it's just absolutely sickening is what it is, dude. Like, it really is time for the right to get back off our asses and start doing lawfare, dude. Like, enough is enough of this shit, man, seriously. And I guess besides InfoWars, you also have leftists trying to go after Gateway Pundit, Epoch Times, and I think there was a fourth one I saw earlier. I can't remember what it was offhand now. And then speaking of Tommy Robinson again, going back to that for a minute. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, Tommy Robinson arrested in Canada by undercover police after delivering a powerful speech on censorship and government overreach. So very ironic that he was talking about that stuff, and yet, meanwhile, was arrested by some piece of shit cops in Canada there. Pretty disgusting in general. So then we got Obama reportedly anxious about election and increasingly involved in Biden's campaign. He's a fucking puppet dictator, dude, at this point. He has been for years now. We got pathetic Elizabeth Warren tries to defend Biden over border crisis, blames Republicans for the catastrophe. Again, why is this fucking old cunt still in office, too, for that matter, dude, when she literally ran for the presidency herself in 2019? Her, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, trying to think of the other ones right now. Tim Ryan, who was a congressman at the time, who, by the way, Tim Ryan should now be in prison right now because he literally called for the execution of MAGA supporters during the 2022 election cycle, and it was days after that, you literally had a guy kill a fucking kid who he thought was MAGA. Like, how the hell is Tim Ryan not in prison right now for accessory to murder, dude? For real. It's pathetic is what it is. But yeah, you had Warren, Kamala, Cory Booker, Christine Gillibrand, Bernie Sanders was another one, so that's at least 5. I feel like there were 6 out of the U.S. Senate that should be no longer in power at this point, honestly. And then you had Tim Ryan out of Congress. You had, I feel like there's another congressman in that race too. I can't remember offhand. But yeah, neither one of those guys should have been in office anymore. So there was at least like 8 or 9 Democrats who should have been kicked out of power, like at least 2 years ago. Or sorry, at least 4 years ago right now is what it is. So. Yeah, so this guy was the fucking election worker that stole the keys then. Yeah, that's not fuckery at all there in Arizona's governor's race, dude. So, we got running scared. France's Macron warns of civil war if he loses next month's parliamentary elections. Again, Democrats call for violence, dude. Like, the thing of it is, dude, like, this guy's been a cheater for years, too, for that matter. He's a globalist sack of shit. Fuck boys, what it is, man. Like, Marine Le Pen legitimately won the France elections, dude, years ago, and they cheated her out of that fucking race. So, oh, by the way, for those who don't know, there's this Chinese mayor lady in some part of California who has now had her house raided, and pretty sure she's actually a Chinese spy, is what it is, dude. But yeah, you got this woman saying mayor disappeared after raid and is accused of allowing DEI boyfriend to call the shots. Not surprising. Not surprising. I'm actually hoping that this one works out well for us, dude. Ohio needs to jump on this list, by the way. Who's actually on as the question now? I know Kansas was the first one that did it the other day. Let's see. Trying to see if it says the other states here or not. Just as 4 additional states will follow Kansas's lead. Doesn't say which ones they are though right now. I'm not going to get too heavy into this, obviously, for reasons. But yeah, these are the pieces of shit that are responsible for why my mom's no longer on this earth right now. I'm gonna say it like that, dude. The same thing with some of my uncles too, for that matter. And I want fucking justice for them, dude. These fucking people that are for this company to be in the ground right now, dude. Seriously, they need to be tried for high treason and crimes against humanity is what it is, dude. Or not high treason, but crimes against humanity and Nuremberg style trials is what it is for their asses. And never see the fucking light of day again in this nation at all, dude. So yeah, this is the one here. Bankruptcy trustee to shut down InfoWars, liquidate its assets to pay City Hook families. Let's see, what day is that supposed to be happening here? What does it even say? No, it doesn't even say then. Okay. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude. It's literally fucking Democrats trying to fuck with free speech is what it is, dude. Yeah, and then you got fucking Zelensky orders purge of Department of State protection after members arrested for alleged assassination plots. By the way, there's at least 2 of these guys walking around right now. There's the real guy, and then there's obviously his fucking body double that we saw here. Was it like 6 months to a year ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken? Where it was Zelensky and Biden were walking down like a hallway, wherever the case being. There was like a second guy walking behind him, looks exactly like Zelensky, which may or may not have been the real Zelensky, and it might have been like the fake one walking Biden. If that be the case, and then the guy realized like the cameras were on and was like, "Oh shit!" Like jumped behind the fucking side of a wall, basically, real fast. Is what it was then. So, but yeah, this guy's definitely like Zelensky is basically a mix between Napoleon and Hitler, I believe, at this point. Honestly, dude, because the guy's legitimately leading a Nazi regime there in Ukraine with the Azov Battalion. So, yeah, like he needs to be brought up Hitler-style charges, is what it is, dude. Like Nuremberg-style shootings, what it is there as well. So, anyway, we got Trump calls for Biden to be drug tested ahead of debate. Says he will also immediately agree to one. Well, makes sense because Donald's not going to come back fucking positive or anything. Biden will come back positive for a shitload of shit, including adrenochrome, probably would be my guess. And pretty much every other fucking upper that they can find out there on the market right now. So, we got leftist London Mayor Sadiq Khan bans cities' taxis from displaying English flags during European football championships. What the fuck? Wow, dude. Like, wow. Talk about censorship. Like, how the fuck did this guy become mayor of that fucking city anyway, dude? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because a bunch of Islamic terrorists got imported into London decades ago and took over and elected this fucking cocksucker into power. What it is, dude. That's how. Sadiq Khan is literally the worst mayor in the world right now, dude, I believe, personally. Like, this is just more proof of that, honestly. Because you're literally telling Englishmen that they can't fucking display the English flag on their fucking taxis in their fucking country. Like, this is the kind of shit they want in America, by the way, dude. It's absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane, dude. Completely psychotic is what it is, dude. We really are living in, like, insane times, really, right now, dude, is what it is. 100%, bro. 100%. I just had an interesting one pop up in my, feed thing here. It's talking about 357 Magnum versus 38 Special. What's the difference? Well, the case size is I think the case size on the 38 Special is a little bit smaller. And then it's also a little bit less powerful, too, for that matter. 357 is a lot more powerful. It's more of a hunting round for various animals and stuff like that. Oh, holy shit, dude. The lead singer at Crazy Town was found dead at his house, apparently. Jesus. I remember listening to that band a couple times in my childhood. I think they were more of a one-hit wonder band than anything. Well, actually, I guess two-hit wonder because they had that Butterfly song, and then it was something else too that was pretty good from them. Yeah, I'm guessing honestly probably drug overdose on that one would be my assumption right now. Could be wrong about that one, but who knows. So we got another one here. Person doing a opinion piece saying, I'm a boomer and will never be able to retire. At 62, I'm already using my Social Security money. Yeah, exactly, dude. Hell, if my mom was still alive today, would probably sell this place anyway because she couldn't fucking ever retire, is what it is. So, anyway. Let me grab a couple of these other stories now. Talk about the dude from Crazy Town for a sec here. Yeah, Shoot the Shell Talk, Crazy Town singer, found dead at house. Given name was Seth Benzer, died on June 24th, according to Los Angeles Medical Examiner. Singer was found in his home, but no cause of death has been released at the stage. He was 49, apparently. I know that dude was heavily into drugs years and years ago, so it could have been an OD, honestly, or it could have been some other stuff. Really, what we just talked about a minute ago. The old pop. So, yeah, so rose to fame in the early 2000s with Crazy Town, whose biggest hit was Butterfly, which hit #1 on the charts across the world, including Billboard's Top 100. Band released a follow-up 2002, but broke up soon after its dismal commercial performance. Crazy Town performed 2007 and released their third album in 2015. So outside of the thing, that dude had a hit with British producer, including Starry-Eyed Surprise. Said singer had long struggled. There you go. Drug misuse and appeared on different reality shows in order to combat his addiction, including Celebrity Rehabs 1 and 2 and Sober House 1 and 2. It said he had also had multiple brushes with the law, including being sentenced to 3 years probation in 2012 for battery and possession of crack cocaine. So yeah, it could have just as easily been, like I said, potentially an OD is what it is then. So 2022, he had begun dating Punky Brewster star. Not sure I pronounced the chick's name, but she was the chick who played Punky Brewster. So months after their split, he was arrested in Los Angeles for a DUI. He is survived by his 3 sons. That's too bad, man. That's too bad. Yeah, and right there, that's exactly why you don't get into drugs, man. Perfect example of that right there, man. Sad situation all the way around there. And I think we'll leave off with this one, the 57 versus 38 thing. Here's what it is. So what's the difference there? They look pretty much identical there on that one, but I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure the cartridge casing on the 37 is just a little bit longer than the 38. And that's why you can shoot 38 and 37, but not the opposite way around is what it is. So, 37 Magnum, 38 Special comparison might seem pointless since the revolver chambered 37 Magnum can also shoot 38 Special ammunition. So to add to this, the fact 37 is about twice as powerful. It would all seem to be inadequate 38 Special. But that's not the case, said, well, partly because choosing the right handgun caliber, or handgun chambering is not always about power. It's also because using a 38 special revolver or firing 38 special ammunition 57 revolver sometimes does the job better depending on what the job is. So to fully understand and appreciate differences and advantages of each cartridge, as people here at Field to Stream dug into the details of 357 versus 38. So here they go. So nutshell, 57 is a cannon compared to the mild manner 38 Special. The Magnum has a longer case, can fire heavier bullets, and produces more than double the pressure. 38 Special overview enjoys the popularity that's common with all military calibers. It was developed at the end of the 19th century, and it was ultimately chambered by Smith & Wesson into their military and police revolver. It says early 38 Special ammunition was loaded with black powder. I didn't realize that was interesting. Fun fact that you learned today, man. And pushed a 158 grain or 0.357 caliber bullet to about 775 feet per second. Underwhelming by modern standards, this load generated only about 211 feet-pounds of kinetic energy at the muzzle. But back in the day, the military and police departments jumped on board. Yeah, because that was basically what they carried for like a long. That was actually what, by the way, those Model 10s that Honda and NEA and stuff like that have, dude. And I think Duke probably found one that sold them all as what it was then. He's a dick. I'm just kidding, man. But no, seriously, that was kind of fucked up to buy 5 and then sell them all, dude. Like at least keep one, bro. Like seriously, bro. Come on, man. But yeah, that's what police forces use across the country until it was like, yeah, as I said here, until 1960, 38 Special was favored to law enforcement, and it was around that time you actually had drugs be a thing. And then you had, it's basically like PCP and shit like that back in like the 70s, 80s, and stuff like that. That made it so that you would have you could have all 6 rounds of a Model 10, be shot into somebody that was on high on PCP or something like that. What it was, dude, and they would not go down. And that's why you eventually had in the 80s there when Glock came along and was like, hey, police forces, you want to have a free gun, basically? And they're like, hell yeah. And it's why they switched over to Glocks for the most part. And then, of course, you have police forces across the country now switching all kinds of stuff between Glocks, M&Ps, SIG, et cetera, et cetera. And there's all kinds of different ones across the market right now. They're all semi-autos and not revolvers anymore then. So, anyway. It says, as with most cartridges that become popular, innovation follows. Today, the 38 Special is one of the most prevalent revolver cartridges. The 38 Special plus P ammunition. Ballistics are subsequently improved and similar to or better than 9mm loads, but standard 38 Special ammo is loaded to a maximum average pressure of only 17,000 psi, so that it can easily or safely be fired in older 38 Special revolvers, whereas 38 Special plus P has a MAP of 20,000 psi and will push a 158 grain bullet about 15% faster. Today, 38 Special is very popular in compact, short-barreled revolvers and has always had a great reputation of accuracy. Then there's the breakdown of the stuff between the two. So 738 Special ammunition has been optimized for short-barreled revolvers, like snub nose and stuff like that, would be my guess there. So with all that said, you may still be wondering why the cartridge that uses a 0.327 caliber bullet is called 38. Says the answer makes about as much sense as it doesn't. In the end of the Civil War, many Colt black powder revolvers were converted to fire a cartridge. Those revolvers had a groove-to-groove bore diameter of about 0.374 inches, which is very close to 0.38 caliber, and they were converted to fire what was then the 38 Colt Short. So when Colt developed the 38 Long Colt, which fires a 0.357-inch diameter bullet, they kept 38 in the name for marketing recognition, and Smith & Wesson did the same thing with 38 Special. Huh, that's interesting. Again, learning something new every day, man. And it goes on to talk about 357 there is what it is, and it's thing versus 38 there, which seems to be way more powerful, obviously, there. I mean, personally, for me, man, if I had a 357, I would still use 38 in it. Like, I'm not using 357 in a fucking, like, snub nose like that is what it is, dude. Like, I'm definitely going to put 38 in that shit, dude. And if I can fire a plus P, I'll put plus P in it, maybe is what it is then. But yeah, there's no chance in hell I'm using 357 in a fucking small-ass handgun like that, dude, and having it fucking, kick right back into my hand as hard as possible, basically. Or if you can have way better recoil management with 38 Special, what it is there, dude. You have, like I said, it's negligible at this point, honestly. It seems like. So, yeah. I'd probably use something like this, honestly, right here is what it is then. If I was going to carry a revolver for self-defense and shit. Now, granted, if I was going to carry a revolver for self-defense, it'd be a backup pistol, not a fucking, primary and stuff like that. The primary is always going to be a semi-auto is what it is then. And mostly it would be for somebody else that was with me and stuff like that. I'd be like, hey, like if something goes down and I have my gun or whatever the case be, I just have a backup gun to like essentially throw at them and be like, have my back, Jack. So, yeah, like that's pretty much what it is there. But anyway, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But to reiterate, going back full circle and stuff like that, the leftists, especially leftist NPCs, do not understand the pendulum swings in this country or lawfare, how it can work both ways and stuff like that. And that's exactly why, in the end of the day, they will be, you know, the first ones to get taken out when it's all said and done then, dude. So, I mean, I'm sure it can be, but again, with my arthritis the way it is, dude, like I don't want to hurt my hands any more than I have to already right now is what it is. So, yeah. Plus, I know like like the big thing because I was up at the gun shop here recently, and I'll tell you what, dude, the price of revolvers compared to some autos is just insane, dude. It's like at least twice the price, if not more. And I'm talking about like even just Taurus for that matter, dude. It was like legitimately I could get like, you know, a G2C or a G3C for, you know, a couple hundred Bambinos there, and it was like, you know, 300-400 for a revolver and stuff of any caliber. And don't even get me started on the big ass ones that are like the, you know, 6-7 inch barrel ones I can use for hunting in the state. Like, fuck, man. Talking about like, you know, 6, 7, or more, even for that matter, for like the cheapest ones. And then once you get into like Smith and Wesson or like, you know, Ruger or something like that, it goes up into like the G's is what it is at that point. And it's like, fuck me, man. I don't know how anybody can justify that shit, man. Seriously. So. I'm also going to test my knife right now to see how sharp it is by cutting the tip part of a banana here. See if it actually cuts through the nut right now. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, it's pretty sharp now. That's good. Need to put that through a couple more times just in case. Yeah, not more though. As I need to do. It's my Adam knife, by the way. One that I definitely need to do more is this fixed blade that I have because I was trying to do that last night. We did it for shit, honestly. So I definitely need to scrape that through a bunch more times now and get it, you know, something similar to that is what it is there. So this is going to be breakfast, by the way, which I'm going to eat off camera in a minute here. I'm just peeling it down right now. So, which, by the way, I got these yesterday. They were almost all green, and now they're almost all yellow. So it's definitely hot as fuck in this house right now, at least out here anyway. And I can tell the difference too, by the way, last night because it was cold as shit in the bedrooms where I had the AC blowing the last day and a half or so. Where I actually had to put like blankets and shit on last night to go to sleep. So versus out here, it's like, whew. There's walking from walking out of the bedroom into this room. There's at least like a 25 or 30 degree jump. And it feels like you're walking into a fucking sauna by comparison. So, yeah, it's just crazy stuff, man. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today, though. I will be back. I'm not sure exactly when yet. But it'll be at some point in the near future here. It might be Thursday. It might be Friday. I'm not sure yet. Like I'm sure I will do Buckshot Thursday 100% in 2 days. So it'll be at least Thursday anyway. It might be tomorrow, though. I might do something else, though. I know Matt is not going to be doing his Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows this week because he's going to be apparently out with his family and stuff. So I will maybe to his time slot for like Thursday or Friday is what it is, and just do like a later version of either Freedom Friday or of Buckshot Thursday. Then I am hoping to go out with my cousin this week too, for that matter, to go get some more resale stuff because I was going through that a little bit. I'm going to go through that again and try to start separating down what we're going to have so we can take to go either to flea markets here in a couple weeks or whatever the case be. I can make some money on that stuff that it is. I also got to make some calls today because I need to call up and make some appointments to do some showings and stuff like that to go check out some apartments as what it is here because we are now under 3 weeks now before I'm supposed to leave the house right now, which is not good because there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be packed up currently. And yeah, it's getting tight, man. It's getting real tight. And it's getting not fun, basically. So, yeah, it's going to end up being a situation of just needing to get things done, basically, and figuring out, like, what I can do and start doing some, like, Tetris moves into totes and stuff like that's what it is because, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff I have is, like, bulky as shit, and it's, like, really hard to get in, like, the side of a tote, even, like, the big ones I have right now. So it might be a situation of just having to get like a bunch of stuff and just start putting things into like other things, and then maybe start using bags to do stuff and whatnot. So, anyway, but yeah, other than that, hopefully my extended family will come here pretty soon, next couple days or sometime next week or something maybe. We can just get a bunch of shit done in like a day or so. Because it should only take a day or two to clean out my bedroom and stuff, but it's like, as one person right now, it's going to take like a week or so for me. Versus if there's like a couple people here who can do it in like probably like a day or two at most. So it would just be assembly line, like put this here, put that there. So it's like me having to pull stuff out and then spend a bunch of time going through things, and then whatever the case be. Versus if there's going to be a bunch of clothing, we just throw that in like a bin or something like that together, and then just deal with it later. Is what it is then. So anyway. Wow. People were talking about Seattle, Washington, about how there's a bunch of drug addicts and fentanyl heads. Actually, fentanyl addicts and prostitutes there. I'll throw that on our X page because that's where it's at right now. So, what's this one? CNN anchor celebrated the attack on Rand Paul, which left him with 6 broken ribs, and said said it was one of her favorite stories. Now she's crying because Trump's spokesman, she heard Jake Tapper's own words. And that chick said she thinks it's an attack on her. What a stupid cunt, dude. Fucking people, man. Huh. Apparently there was some dude in Singapore who won $4 million at a casino and then dropped dead pretty much after that. That seems pretty suspicious and fishy, honestly, on that one then. So... apparently, if you haven't heard, there's some judge in Georgia now crying racism after she was arrested for a bunch of fucking criminality she was there. Apparently, idiots are going to Colombia to get some weird mud at a literal volcano, like a mud bath at a volcano. Because it's supposed to have properties and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that is some snake oil salesman shit right there, dude, for sure. Like that is no different, literally, than the. I was watching 1883 again yesterday for the first time in a while, and it's funny because in the first episode of that, you literally have guys selling like the magic elixirs and tonics and stuff like that, which are nothing more than like bathtub gin and shit, or like various like bourbon out of a bathtub, basically. That's the one thing I always liked about Little House on the Prairie, is they would show stuff like that from time to time. So, supposedly Ilhan has been removed from the Foreign Affairs Committee. And somebody said, "What's your response?" She should have been removed from this country by force a long time ago, dude. Literally, as an Islamic terrorist. So, that's the problem right now, is that she's still in our fucking nation, and she should have been tossed out of this fucking country literally years ago when she started calling for violence, dude. And that congressional district represents that Minnesota needs to be null and void at this point on the spot, because it's all a bunch of fucking Somali terrorists that are her voter base. There is what it is, dude. So, yeah. I just watched this video where this woman in Africa is literally using cow shit to build a house. Like, what the fuck, people? Oh my god, bro. Good fucking god, man. Oh, this is going to be the last story that I want to talk about right now. So those that haven't heard, this dipshit right here got smoked at his 26th birthday party the other day, some rapper out of Florida. And his whole entire claim to fame was basically shit-talking people who were killed in 2021. So, good riddance. Literally, this is the pieces of shit in our society that need to be taken out, honestly, because they bring nothing to our society at all. So, yeah. Just another piece of crap gone, dude, is what it is on that one. Fuck him and fuck every other rapper in this country, dude, that bring nothing to our society. Except their fucking ghetto trash garbage is what it is. So, oh, by the way, don't eat Bill Gates' appeal crap either, too, for that matter. Actually, now that we're going to do that, just to make sure that this banana actually isn't made with a peel, which is Bill Gates' fucked up thing and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and rip the top of this off. Yep, that is real food, people. So, unlike people who are trying to pull bananas apart in this InfoWars video here, and it's literally just like rubber crap is what it is there. I was also watching this video yesterday. It wasn't a video, it was actually a TV series that Vice did called United Gangs of America. And the second episode of it's basically about MS-13 and the 18th Street gangs in Honduras. People need to wake up and realize that both of those gangs are very heavily in America right now, dude. And they're going to be the ones that are going to be doing various attacks on us pretty soon, is what it is here. So I would say be ready and always be armed because of that reason right now, dude. And I'm not talking about just be ready and armed with like a handgun or anything. Now I'm talking about if you are allowed to legally carry a fucking rifle or a like AR pistol or something like that in your vehicle, dude, do that shit seriously, because you're gonna need it versus these fucking people pretty soon, dude. What it is. So, well, that's pretty fucking disgusting. Really had some drag queen, a small child. How the fuck is every adult at that place not being arrested on child abuse charges? You really have a drag queen taking like looks like a 3-year-old girl by her hand, like walking her down like a stage, basically. Fucked up, dude. So fucked up. Anyway. Other than that, that's where we're going to be at for the day. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I will be back, like I said, probably Thursday, I'm thinking, for Buckshot Thursday. And other than that, that's where we're at for the day. I may do another Grandstand tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Depends if anything important pops out or whatever the case be. But yeah, other than that, though, most likely 2 days from now. So have a good one, y'all. I might do some gaming stuff on the Leftist Energy channel later, so which would be another Walking Dead Survivor stream then. But other than that, that's where I'll be at for today, though. We had another update. Actually, I think I'm going to do that here in a little bit then, because I do want to talk about that for about maybe 40 minutes or so. Because there's a bunch of updates in the game yesterday. We had another maintenance last night, and we now have both a merit store and a mercy store. They totally updated stuff too, by the way, to fuck over free to play people like myself now out of like hour-long speed ups and stuff. And I'm just a bunch of minutes of speed ups and stuff like that. And they also doubled the price of like some things in there and stuff. So yeah, it's all fucking scumbag pay to win, fucking microtransaction bullshit again though. It really starts to piss me off now after 2 years now, dude, because it's almost 2 years to the day right now I started playing that game, which is ironically enough in the wake of me having a fallout with a bunch of people who are on YouTube. So yeah, you can thank gaming for why I'm still here, people. In some cases, and also our boy here. So I'm gonna leave it at that then. So have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant. Always be carrying because you never know what's gonna happen. And if you haven't read it yet, I would say read William Forsythe's Day of Wrath book, because it's pretty much exactly probably 75 to 80% what's going to happen here pretty soon in this country, like in the next month or two. So, anyway, later, y'all. Peace out.